Good morning, beautiful people. Happy Thursday. And I quote, and I quote, this is why people despise and distrust politicians. Why should 8 senators get a legal advantage that nobody else gets? It's self-dealing. It's self-enrichment, giving themselves an automatic $500,000 if they successfully sue the government for being targeted by Smith. Well, what about everybody else? The other 400 Republicans on Smith's enemies list who were targeted and had their privacy invaded, their phone records seized. So I think this was a sleazeball move by senators who inserted it into the measure secretively. Okay? After doing some digging around, these senators, these 8 senators, they must be guilty of something. They have to be guilty of something. Why are you so upset that they had your phone records? They didn't release them to anybody. They didn't say anything to anybody. None of us would have even known they had your records. Until y'all thought it was a smart move to say something on y'all end. Cross-eyed Joe Cash Patel was the one that dropped the little crumbs. See, none of us even knew. So now I want to know what's in the phone records. Like he said, several people had their phone records tapped during this probe to find out who was linked to January 6th. You 8 motherfuckers must have some major shit to hide. Okay? It goes on to say, GOP lawmakers added a shutdown deal provision targeting the Biden's FBI's Arctic Frost. Arctic Frost, that was what Jack Smith's team supposedly called the little probe into these people's phone records. I mean, because there was communications. We know. They called Georgia. They tried to shake down Zelensky. They tried all sorts of shit. And now, like I said, you offered pardons to goddamn everybody that was involved in J6. Newest being Mark Meadows, who was guilty as fuck. Sidney Powell, who was guilty as fuck. Rudy Giuliani, stay guilty as fuck. And now these 8 slip in this illegal ass provision. It's not even legal, people. This shit kept me up kind of up last night. I had to think about this. I was like, let me see what the fuck is really going on. I started digging for articles and I found this one. Okay? Arctic Frost, surveillance effort in giving senators whose phone records were secretly seized a path to sue the government for at least $500,000 per violation. Okay? This gentleman who appeared on Fox, okay, the evening edit, his name is Jared, said the proposal was unconstitutional, warning it violated basic due process. Okay? Goes on to say, you say basic due process. Sorry, I lost my place. It's probably not legal. Said I'm willing to bet it's not legal. Article 1, Section 9 and 10 forbid ex post facto laws. You can't change the law and apply it retroactively without violating due process, Jared told Elizabeth McDonald. Jared said the measure amounted to a carve-out that benefits only the lawmakers who wrote this. Okay? Goes on to say Republicans. Texas Senator Ted Cruz said in October that his carrier AT&T refused to release his call information, but was legally blocked from alerting him because Judge James Boasberg issued an order preventing any notifications. Boasberg, who previously led the D.C. District Court, signed off on confidentiality directives that left several Republican senators unaware that Special Counsel Jack had quietly gathered their phone data as part of the Arctic Frost inquiry. Smith's inquiry surveyed surveilled several Republican senators, including Bill Hagerty of Tennessee, Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee, Tommy Tuberville of Alabama, Ron Johnson of Wisconsin, Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, Josh Hawley of Missouri, and Cynthia Loomis of Wyoming, and Dan Sullivan of Alaska. Let's read those names again. Bill Haggerty of Tennessee, Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee, Tommy Tuberville of Alabama, Ron Johnson of Wisconsin, Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, Josh Hawley of Missouri, Cynthia Loomis of Wyoming, and Dan Sullivan of Alaska. Y'all have some explaining to do to us American people. The fuck? What are y'all hiding? What you running from? Okay? What the fuck are you running from? The fuck are you hiding? You must be guilty of something. And now you think that we, the taxpayers, have to fund your bullshit? Release your phone records. Democrats, if y'all allow this to go through, this is going to go very, very bad for y'all. This is going to go very, very bad for y'all. I want y'all to know that. We, the American people, are now up and we are paying attention to every move you motherfuckers make. Y'all starting to see that and y'all starting to panic. But this move right here was a bullshit move and you know it. 40 days. 40 days for nothing. Only to have these motherfuckers come out ahead every time and you fucking Democrats end up with a shit bag of nothing. Every single fucking time. Every single fucking time. They done put shit about abortion in here, taking away hemp, all sorts of shit they done slid in here last minute because y'all ain't in the rooms where they're writing this shit. But they got 8 feckless fucking motherfuckers, including that fat ogre fuck Fetterman, to sign off. And I'm telling you people, as I live and breathe, those 8 Democrats that sided with the 8 motherfuckers who are now able to sue and get an upwards of a total of $1 million each, paid those Democrats off something.